Good morning, it's Jan from Twink Stamping. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. Today I am going to show you how to stamp on vellum, heat and emboss on vellum actually, and I'm going to be making this card here, which is all glittery as you can see. I have used the, never remember what this one's called, the Pinewood Planks Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. What a mouthful. So the Planks embossing folder on crumb cake cardstock, and I have heat embossed on a piece of vellum with the white embossing powder. And again, I have used my mini messages and my message die to create the sentiments. Very nice, quick and easy card for you to replicate, but I just thought I'd show you how to do this. Okay, so let's get cracking. Okay, you are going to need a card blank, your normal card blank, 14.8 by 21, scored at 10.5. Okay. You're going to need a piece of basic white cardstock, which measures 14.3 by 10 centimetres, and then a piece of crumb cake, which measures, let me just check that I've done that right, yeah, which measures 12.5 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres, and I have run this through the embossing folder. I don't know if you can see. There we go, that's better. You can use the embossed or the debossed side. It's entirely up to you. I quite like this side where it's raised, embossed side. Okay, so that's that. And you're going to need obviously some vellum, just some plain vellum. And I've already stamped my many messages out and heat embossed them in white. I showed you how to do this a couple of weeks ago. I won't be showing you how to do that again today, so I don't want to take too long of your time. Okay, so let's get cracking with the embossing. I'm going to use my Stamparatus today, just in case. I'm going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. See, it's already well loved. I hate it when the ink pad actually, it's my own fault, ink pad discolours the stamps, because they're lovely when they're nice and new. But hey ho, it doesn't alter the quality of the image. So I'm just going to pop that down. Make sure it catches it. Okay, let's get... The only reason I'm using it, not because I might have to re-stamp it, re-ink it, sorry. The only reason I'm using it is because it is such a large stamp, and oh, you can't actually see, can you? And it's a large stamp, and I can't. I can, but I can't guarantee. No, I can't guarantee that I'll get a perfect image first time, because it is such a large stamp. You'd have to have quite a large block to hold, and they're not very comfortable for me. So, love my stamping platform. So it was hidden for a long time. I haven't used it for ages and ages, because it was packed away somewhere, and I found it, thankfully. I'm just going to close that. Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? Look. Oops. Just move that around. That was lucky. I didn't even check it, did I, against where I'd put the magnet. Just making sure that the ink's down onto the vellum. You can hear it sucking. I went a bit fast then, didn't I? I used the Versamark clear ink, which is always the ink pad you need to use when you're going to be heat embossing. I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. So that's all now nice and wet, ready for the embossing powder, which I will just retrieve from over here. I've got a paintbrush, very small paintbrush ready just in case. I've got it somewhere where I don't want the powder, and I'm literally just going to sprinkle. It doesn't matter if you even empty the whole pot onto your paper, as long as it's all covered. There you go. That's a perfect image. It's worked out really well, actually. Quite surprised myself. So just make sure that you've got, you know, the good quality ink pads and, of course, embossing powder. Someone asked me a little while ago whether embossing powder goes off. I actually believe it does, because it wasn't last year, it was a couple of years ago now. I tried to use some embossing powder that I hadn't used for a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. And when I went to use it, although it's stuck down on the image, after I'd heated it up, I found that I could actually wipe it off. And I checked and double checked to make sure I wasn't just using glitter powder or anything like that. I was actually using the embossing powder. As I say, it just wiped off. So maybe it does go off. I mean, I don't know 100%, but maybe it does. Right, I'm going to be noisy now. I'm going to be doing the heat embossing. And now you're going to set your embossing powder. Can you see it goes very, very quickly on vellum? Don't hang about for too long. You don't want to burn it. I think you can see that perfectly there. Very quickly. I'll have a few spare. Always fascinates me, heat embossing. There we go, done. Easy as that. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually colour the butterflies, but I actually wanted it just to be white. But if you wanted to, say you wanted to use a different colour here in your background, you can colour your butterflies to match it, but always colour from the back. The colour comes out a bit more subtle if you colour it from the back, but it also means you don't have to get any ink onto your white embossing paper. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I think it looks better if it's coloured from the back, and you can use anything. You can use pencils, you can use your blends, you can use your stamping right markers. So there you go, nice and easy. So now I'm just going to sit myself down and start putting the card together. I'm actually sitting down more at the moment because I've hurt my back. And I don't know how I've hurt my back, but I have. It's making crafting a little bit difficult. So I'm only going to use 3 of these butterflies. And I'm going to use my favourite ones, which is that one, this one, and this little one here. I'm going to cut them out by hand. There is a die. I personally don't get on very well with dies and vellum. I think it is much, much easier to cut them out by hand, much quicker. Vellum is a breeze to cut out. It is so easy and so quick. Sorry if I've moved out of shot then. Right, let's get going. So it's a lovely, lovely sunny day today again. It was sunny yesterday, which is really lovely. Although it's not hot, by no means is it hot, but we haven't got any wind and we haven't got any, well, we have got a little bit of wind out there today, but we've got no rain. I was getting really sick of the rain. But no, it's nice and sunny today. I'm recording this actually on the Tuesday. Try not to cut your antennae off. Not the end of the world if you do, but try not to cut him off. It's so it's nice and easy to cut vellum. Done. There's one. Love these little ones. Can never have too many butterflies, can you? Make a nice focal point rather than flowers. Although I love flowers, you can get a little bit fed up with doing flowery ones. You could even use butterfly on a male card, couldn't you? Or, you know, on a masculine, I should say, on a masculine card. Because men like butterflies too. Done. So this is a nice, quick, easy card today. I've got to get on with paperwork today, which I've been putting off. I'm putting off, but I thought what I'd do is get my video done first. Get my video done, and that can be uploading while I'm doing my paperwork. And then, hopefully, I can have a quieter day excuse me, a quieter day tomorrow. I've just done a weekend crafting on the Stampin' Stars retreat, training retreat this weekend. It was a fabulous weekend. Highly recommend it. Where we got to do lots of crafting, and we got a lot of hints and tips for our businesses from different people. But I can tell you, I found it quite exhausting. So Wednesday, I'm decided that I'm gonna do nothing. Right, let's put this together. First of all, I am going to pop the, excuse my arm reaching across. I'm going to pop the mat onto the black. I'm going to stand up. I can't craft sitting down. I can cut out sitting down, but I can't do gluing and sticking sitting down. Right. Just going to layer up the card. Oops. I think I need a new blade in my cutter. So I've started to get the feathered edges. Hate it when it does that. Right, so that's that one down. I am again going to glitter around the edge of my embossed card because I want it to sparkle. Still haven't ordered myself a new pen yet. I will. Me Dazzling Diamonds. I don't think this is ever going to run out, you know, this Dazzling Diamonds glitter. Okay, now before I pop this down, I'm going to wrap it in twine, which is it's not twine actually. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm going to need to take a drink. Excuse me a minute. Oh, that's a bit better. It's linen thread I'm going to use for this one. I'm going to wrap it round and tie myself a bow. So round once, round twice and meet it here. This way I can, if I keep this on the right, I know exactly how much, oh, what's happened there? There we go. I know exactly how much thread I'm going to need. Oh. Do you know, it's not my favourite task doing bows. I know a lot of my class ladies normally get me to tie their bows because they don't do it. They can't, or they say they can't do it. I'm making a right ear thing with this. Right, now I've got a bow. I don't think that's very tight, is it? I'll sort that out round the back because I'm not going to fiddle about with trying to get that tight. Get rid of that for a minute. Not quite sure what's going on. Anyway, lots of glitter everywhere. Right, I'm just going to glue this flat. If you want to, you can put it on dimensionals, but I want it flat. I'm going to pop it in the centre as far as I can get it in the centre. Hopefully that's tight enough. It's going to have to be. And I've left a little bit of a tail on them both because I am going to stick. I'm just going to pull that a bit tighter where the glue is. Hopefully that will stick down. Right. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut up the wing. Careful you don't chop it all off. Done that before now. And very gently, because vellum is quite delicate, gently shape your wings. I did do one of these the other day and chopped the wing off. I remember now. I was in a hurry as well, which is probably why I chopped it off. Oops. There we go, that's given it a good shape. And all I'm going to do is pop a little bit of Tombow on the back of the body of the butterfly. Oops, that one's come up. Now what's going on here? It's probably because where the, oh, it's far too low. Come on, Jan, concentrate. I'm starting to panic now because things are not looking straight. too much excess glitter on here today. Right, hopefully that is fairly straight. I'll look through the camera. It's not too bad, is it? So anyway, I'm going to pop my beautiful butterfly about here. Just hold it for a minute, let the Tombow grab. Then I've got my two smaller butterflies, which again I'm just going to quickly just try and mould them a little bit. That's one. Got glitter all over me. So I did say this would be a nice quick video today. So I'm sure you've all got things to do. We'll have him about here. And then our last one, I'm going to pop him actually on the wing, on the twine. So I'm going to try and make my bow just a little bit bigger, like that. And then I'm going to pop in there, like that. I'm just going to check my other card whether I used a dimensional or not. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I just popped him straight on. Tombow really is the best glue for things like this. It might take a minute for that to set. While that's doing that, I am going to pop my sentiment on. I really do love the many messages on black with white emboss. I've started to do that a lot lately. I'm sorry if you get bored of it, but I think it looks lovely, especially if you're doing a black and white card like this one. So we need to pull it along a little bit. That's it. And then I've got a little one, the little high there, that I will pop it across the centre because I quite like that. I really do. So before I do that, I'm going to be putting my matte black dots on the back. These are quite nice. I didn't think I would be buying these, but I saw someone else using them. And I think I actually got a card. I did. I got a card from somebody and it actually had these on them. And I thought, yes, I'm going to have those. So I'm going to pop 3. That's still a bit wobbly, that butterfly. Oops, he will set. Oops. Patience. There we go. Three on each. I'm going to use a larger one for his head on this one. And then we're going to pop one there. Then we're going to pop one here, one here. Then hopefully I've left enough space to pop this. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a shape. And that is going to sit there. That's perfect. So I'm going to pop a little, 2 little dimensionals on the back. If I can get to 2 on there. One there. One there. Take the backs off. Pop just a little tiny drop of glue on the back of my dimensionals. Pop them there. And there you go. That is it. That is my card for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this card, and I hope you'll have a go at doing heat embossing onto vellum, because it does have some striking results, I think, especially white on black. Absolutely love white on black. My monochronic, I believe it's called. Sorry, I've had to put my cardi back on. A bit chilly now. Yes, I've used quite a only a small amount of products on this card today, and all the products are listed down in the show more bit below. You can purchase any of these products on my online shop, the details of which are also down below. You can find measurements, etc. on my blog, and the details again are down below. Other than that, thank you for stopping by. If you've liked what you've seen today, please give me a thumbs up, and if you wish, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can even, if you wish, if you click the little bell next to the subscribe button, this will alert you as to when I'm posting videos. I am hoping to increase the amount of videos that I do a week, but at the moment I can do just my one on a Wednesday night. We'll see. Lots of things in the pipeline. Thank you very, very much for stopping by, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye bye now.